Hola clase, I am in module 11 just to go over what's due for Monday. So we're going to do pronunciation practice in MindTap and also ir a plus infinitivo in Exploraciones Gramaticales 4. We'll be learning that today in Edpuzzle. Also, you have 2 quizzes in MindTap, one for ER and IR verbs in the present and one from the verb ear that we just studied. So what I would suggest for the quizzes is I'm just looking at the PowerPoint, which is in module 9, and it just has the endings. So just make sure you know your endings for ER, O, es, e, hemos, es, en, any ER regular verb. And then for IR verbs, you have O, es, e, imos instead of hemos, and then is instead of es, and then en. So remember, ER and IR are very similar. So just to have those studied before you take those quizzes. And that's it for Monday. And then Tuesday, we'll talk more about what's going on for Thursday, the 18th. But that is the schedule for this week. You also want to remember the verb ir. So remember, we talked about this in the last class. When you say yo voy or just voy, it's I go, I do go, or I am going. So if I say voy a la clase, I'm going to class, or voy a mi casa, I'm going to class, or my house. Tu vas, or just vas, because we don't really need the two. The only time we really need the pronouns is with él, ella, usted, or ellos, ellas, ustedes. You go, you do go, you're going. So we could say tu vas a Starbucks, or tu vas a Mexico. Él, ella, usted va. You want to be able to say he goes, or he does go, or she goes, she is going. So if you say ella va a la clase de español, she's going to Spanish class. Vamos, or nosotros vamos, we go, we do go, we are going. Vosotros vais, y'all are going. Y'all do go, or you all go. So vosotros vais a California. And then ellos, ellas, ustedes van, that's they, or if you're talking about you guys and you're not from Spain, you would say ustedes van a casa, por ejemplo. So those are some examples of ir. You do want to study those for your quiz, but we're also going to be building on those to talk about things you're going to do in the future. So let's just do a few translations here. So we want to say I go to the bank every day. And basically, we know that banco is bank, hopefully, and todos los días is every day. So we would say something like yo voy or voy al banco todos los días. A plus L becomes al. That's why it's al banco. So there's the first one. So then we go to the bathroom during Spanish. So to say we go, we say vamos al baño durante español. To say my mom goes to the supermarket on Saturdays. Supermarket is supermercado. So we would say like al supermercado. And then to say on Saturdays, we would say los and then sábados. So we have mi madre or mi mamá va al supermercado los sábados. Here we have she goes to the library at 10 a.m. And remember, we just studied this. When we want to say it's 10 a.m., we say son las 10 de la mañana. But when we're saying at 10 a.m., we should say a las 10 de la mañana. So that one should have been ella va a la biblioteca a las 10 de la mañana. So what are we saying when we say mi hermano va al gimnasio in inglés? Here we're saying my brother is going to the gym, or my brother goes to the gym, or my brother does go to the gym. So my brother goes to the student center. So that's the centro estudiantil. So that one should have been mi hermano va al. Again, a plus L is al, centro estudiantil. My father goes to the store on Sunday mornings. La tienda is the store. And then remember, Sundays, we could say los sábados, or los domingos, en la mañana. So mi papá va a la tienda los domingos por la mañana, or en la mañana would be okay. Are you going to the mall? Centro comercial is the mall, like the commercial center. Al centro comercial. So the question is, ¿vas al centro comercial? And you could say, sí, voy al centro comercial. And then last one, now we have two verbs here just to show the difference. So necesitar is we need, and then we have to go. So we're going to need the infinitive there, to go. We're not going to conjugate it, but we are going to conjugate necesitar in the nosotros. And for police station, it's la estación de policía, la estación de policía. So here we would say necesitamos ir a la estación de policía. So what we're studying this week is we're studying when we want to say that we're going to do something in Spanish. We have this construction that we use with ir. And what we're doing here is we're using ir plus a plus infinitivo. Before we had talked about tener plus que plus infinitivo to say something you have to do. So if you say something like tengo que estudiar, you're saying I have to study. Or tenemos que dormir, we have to sleep. So there's these special little constructions, we'll call them, when we have tener plus que plus infinitive. Just like that, we have ir plus a plus infinitive to say something we're going to do. We use it a lot in Spanish. So if we're going to say, por ejemplo, vamos a asistir a un concierto el viernes, we're saying we're going to attend. So we're going to conjugate that first verb, vamos. We're going to use one of the forms of ir, either voy or vas or va or vamos or vais or van, plus a, and then plus infinitive to say something we're going to do in the future. So vamos a asistir a un concierto el viernes. Or we might say, vas a estudiar en la biblioteca con nosotros. So here we're asking, are you going, vas, because it's tú, a estudiar en la biblioteca con nosotros? So we have that construction that we're using in Spanish. So here's some more examples. Mi madre va a escuchar música rock en el concierto. Yo voy a leer una novela. Mis amigos y yo vamos a un restaurante. So that one we don't actually have the be going to do something. We just have we're going to. So that's not future. It's just we're going. And then mi profesora de español va a esquiar. She's going to ski. So we have that va plus a plus esquiar. So we're using the ir conjugated plus a plus infinitive. And then mis compañeros de clase van a estudiar español. They are going to study Spanish. So here I just have a few questions for you, and just think about a verb that you can use. If I want to say, what are you going to do today? I might ask you something like, ¿qué vas a hacer hoy? ¿Qué vas a hacer hoy? What are you going to do today? Vas a hacer. Hacer is to do or to make. So we could answer with anything. We could say something like, oh, voy a comer. I'm going to eat. Or voy a dormir. Voy a estudiar. So if you could answer that question, ¿qué vas a hacer hoy? And then I'm asking you here, ¿qué comida, comida is food, vas a comer esta noche? So we want to say something like, I am going to eat. So I could say something like, voy a comer una ensalada esta noche. Or voy a comer pizza esta noche. Voy a comer un taco esta noche. Voy a comer McDonald's esta noche. So we just want to answer that question. And then for this one, I'm asking you, ¿qué clases vas a tener mañana? Voy a tener la clase de biología mañana. Or voy a tener la clase de ciencias mañana. So let's think about Friday, because you might not have class on Thursday because of Veterans Day. ¿Con quién vas a hablar hoy? Who are you going to talk to today? So I could say voy a hablar con mi novio, my boyfriend hoy, or voy a hablar con mi amiga hoy, or voy a hablar con mi mamá hoy. Voy a hablar con mi hermana hoy. So you just want to answer that question. And last one we have is ¿a dónde vas a ir después de la escuela? Voy a ir al centro comercial. Voy a ir al gimnasio. Voy a ir al trabajo, work. Voy a ir al club. Maybe you're going to the club tonight. Or voy a ir a Starbucks. Okay, clase, that's just a brief introduction to ir plus a plus infinitive. We'll do some more practice with this when I see you next. Muchas gracias.